Evo, cijenjeni posjetitelji, zahvaljujem se na vašem dolasku. Evo, nažalost, imamo jednog iznimno kvalitetnog predavača sa jednom iznimno zanimljivom temom koja bi mogla koristiti gradu Sisku, ali izgleda da nismo izazvali veću pozornost naše domaće publike, pa sad vi koji ste ovdje budete čuli, možda i naučili nešto. A to je posebno sam radio za nas muzealce, tako da s obzirom da nas ima najviše ovdje. Znači, zahvaljujem se na vašem dolasku. Evo, stvarno mi je čast da danas imamo u sklopu 3. dana industrijske baštine za predavača Jean-Pierre Brossara, koji dolazi iz Bordeauxa. On je inače konzultant s višegodišnjim iskustvom u projektima koji su bazirani na, recimo, kulturi, i još cijeli niz drugih projekata, ali ono što je posebno zanimljivo, čovjek je radio na projektu revitalizacije vojarne Niel kod Bordeauxa i zapravo napravljen jedan cijeli projekt koji je od te vojarne napravio jedno ogromno aktivno središte kulturnog, zabavnog, sportskog života, mjesta u koje se nalaze co-working centri, znači jedan ogroman kompleks vojarne koji je bio prazan, neiskorišten. Projektom je ovaj projekt koji zove Ekosistem Darwin prenamijenio je kompletnu priču, znači i dodao jedan novi element u samu vojarnu i prostor grada Bordeauxa. Mislim, zašto je ovo predavanje zanimljivo za Sisak? Gledajući Sisak, dakle, grad koji ima iza sebe hrpu zapuštenih industrijskih prostora, ovo je recimo idealan projekt koji se može inkorporirati u nekakvu našu sredinu. Naravno da za naše prostore treba manje novaca nego što je utrošeno u ogromni kompleks vojarne kod Bordeauxa, ali svakako je interesantno da je zapravo moguće napraviti nešto i to sredstvima iz nekakvih evropskih fondova i normalno sredstvima lokalne zajednice i da se napravi jedan prostor koji bi bio interesantan i vrlo učinkovit za cijelu lokalnu zajednicu, dakle s prostora Bordeauxa. Neću duljiti, nego ću jednostavno prepustiti riječ predavaču. Dakle, predavanje će biti prevođeno, gospodin Brossar će govoriti jedan dio, zato će Lada prevoditi. Zbog toga će trajati malo duže nego uobičajeno, ali nadam se da ćete biti strpljivi, izdržati do samog kraja predavanja i ako normalno budete imali kakve pitanje na kraju, slobodno možete postaviti. I isto tako bih htio reći da imamo jedno iznenađenje, dakle, nakon samog predavanja u dvorištu muzeja, tako da se odmah ne raziđete nakon završetka predavanja. Evo, hvala lijepo. Monsieur Brossard, s'il vous plaît.
Dobre večer, bonsoir, good evening, I'm Jean-Pierre. First of all, I wanted to explain. So you will translate at the same time? No, just after.
You just stop at the point where you...
Do you understand more or less English? My English, I mean. Yeah, okay. I'm not an expert of renovation or buildings, but I think I can share an experience of what could be the added value of this kind of projects, because I'm living this adventure since nearly 3 years now in Bordeaux, France, in south of west of France, and I had the opportunity to visit other places in Europe, like in Lisbon, a place called LX Factory, in Bilbao, in London. So I'm working on this issue actually with different places, with a network we have created through a European project. And as I was working in Zagreb and with Pula as well recently, some friends told me, oh, you should go to Sisak. Oh, why Sisak? I never heard of Sisak before, you know. So, and they explained me there was a big industrial heritage there, and we thought, okay, maybe it could be interesting to see this heritage and maybe share experience, maybe do some projects. We don't know. So it's why I'm here tonight, in a way, and I'm very proud to take part of this event. Thank you, Vladko. And so I would like to share this experience of Darwin, what we call Darwin ecosystem. This was a military barracks. Sorry, maybe you want to translate?
Ok. Većinom ste vjerojatno razumjeli, gospodin Broussard je radio dakle, na raznim projektima, iako nije restaurator i nije stručnjak za arhitekturu, ali radi na ovim projektima već više od 3 godine. I dakle, radio je u Bilbao i u Londonu i radio je u Hrvatskoj, u Zagrebu i u Puli, gdje su mu rekli da bi trebao doći u Sisak, za koji on nikad prije toga nije čuo, ali su ga uputili da dođe, budući da je Sisak bio veliko industrijsko središte i da bi mu mogao biti zanimljiv. I zato nam danas predstavlja ovdje ekosustav Darwin kao projekt koji u Bordeauxu već živi neko vrijeme.
Okay, so I will talk during more or less 30-40 minutes, I guess, and then if you have any questions to ask and if you want to share your own experience, I will be glad to answer.
Prezentacija će biti 40 minuta, nakon čega možete naravno postavljati pitanje.
So the aim is not to tell you that's the best experience in the world, because it could give this effect. Wow, it's great. So we won't never have the same thing in our city. The aim for me is more to realize it could be interesting to think about old buildings, empty buildings, what we can do with that for the community, for the youngsters, for the artists. You know, it's more this kind of reflection.
Cilj ove prezentacije nije za sada da nam pokaže nešto zbog čeg bi mi trebali misliti da je to nešto najbolje na svijetu, nego da se potakne lokalna zajednica na razmišljanje što se može napraviti u takvoj jednoj zgradi, na razmišljanje općenito o praznim zgradama i kako se one mogu iskoristiti u kulturne svrhe.
So just to explain roughly, Bordeaux is a city of nearly 800,000 inhabitants now. It's a quite big city and very historical heritage. It's 18th century heritage most of the time. So it's quite nice city, but there is a part of the city which was kind of abandoned, like with ruins, with brownfield, and on the other side of the river, there is this river separated the city, and that's in this place we found this project.
Dakle, Bordeaux je grad od sada 800.000 stanovnika, znači veliki grad. Prvenstveno sve zgrade su, najveći dio izgrađen u 18. stoljeću i veliki dio grada je bio napušten, pogotovo ovaj na desnoj strani rijeke, gdje su bila napuštena zemljišta, između ostalog i vojno zemljište, odnosno vojni kompleks koji je preuređen u ovom projektu.
So the place was military barracks in the past, and around 6 years ago, people decided to propose a project to the city. The place was owned by the city of Bordeaux, and so that's quite original because most of the time this kind of project is supported by the municipality, but this time that was a private company who decided to have a project for the business, for the company, for the associations who wanted to be gathered in the same place.
Dakle, prije 6 godina napuštene vojne barake su, pojavila se ideja od strane privatnog vlasnika, što je zapravo nije uobičajeno, jer obično dolaze od gradske uprave takve ideje za renovaciju nekog grada, ali evo u ovom slučaju je bilo obrnuto, dakle od strane privatnog vlasnika je došla ideja da se te vojne barake preurede u nekakav kompleks u kojem će se događati nešto što bi povezivalo ljude.
But the idea started a bit before with this application for European Capital of Culture. Now there is Pula or Rijeka in the process, and Bordeaux wanted to be Capital of Culture. Finally, it was Marseille in 2013, but that was one of the projects in the backgrounds of this application.
Pozadina za ovaj cijeli projekt i za prijavu grada u evropske fondove za ostvarenje tog projekta je zapravo proglašenje grada kulture, Evropskog grada kulture, koji se svake godine proglašava neki drugi grad.
So that was important because the municipality wanted something innovative, gathering artists, association, startup, a creative place. They wanted something like that. So.
I to je potpomoglo tome da na njihovu stranu zapravo stane i gradska uprava, odnosno gradska vlast, jer su željeli nešto kreativno, nešto što će objediniti start-up kompanije i umjetnike.
So that was a process to convince, of course, the municipality, the banks, etc. But for me, the most important things was to convince the future people, the future community who was going to be the user of the place. Because most of the time, people think for the people, they think for inhabitants, they think for the users. They don't ask them really what they want. And I think the strong aspect of this project was to involve, like two years before, the future company, a kind of a seduction campaign, with a creative place, with urban culture. There is a skate park, there is lots of activity in this place. So.
Dakle, iako je bilo jako važno pridobiti gradsku vlast za to, gospodin Brusar kaže da je cijeloj ideji to je bilo najvažnije zapravo ono što krajnji korisnik želi, odnosno ljudi u budućnosti koji će taj prostor koristiti i kojima je namijenjen.
So you have the river here, Garonne River, and so that was nothing, just brown field, and now you have first this place renovated with 400 people working in this place. The people are, they rent a desk, an office, a room for working. So you have around 80 co-workers, so I mean co-workers, freelancers working for the own company, and you have also small size company or a big company of big, like 25 people.
Mm-hmm. Znači, ovdje dolje vidite gdje je rijeka, ovo je sve bilo prazno, znači samo napušteno zemljište i na broju 7 je, dakle, to je sad preuređeno i tu ima zaposlenih, dakle, 400 ljudi, od kojih je 80 zapravo manje kompanije, to su manje privatne kompanije.
Yeah, excuse me. So the main building at the center is today private. You have private owners, and I rent a desk. I can't say an office because it's open space, but I rent a desk, and I can have access to different rooms, meeting rooms, etc. And the rest is still owned by the municipality, but we can use it. We are authorized, allowed to use it. For cultural activities, it's very focused on urban culture. There is a skate park indoors, graffiti, bike polo, roller derby.
Dakle, središnja zgrada je u privatnom vlasništvu gdje i gospodin Broussard iznajmljuje stol, rekao je ne ured nego stol, budući da je to otvoreni prostor gdje može se slobodno kretati i poticati zapravo jedni druge ljudi na suradnju, a ostatak je u vlasništvu grada, ali oni imaju dozvolu korištenja. Dakle, u jednom od tih kompleksa, u jednoj od tih zgradi u kompleksa imamo, dakle, i skate park i razne prostore koje mogu koristiti umjetnici i nekakve organizacije, udruge mladih, subkulturne i slično.
Which creates a real activity in the place, quite mixed young adults, because lots of youngsters go to do some skate. You have also musicians. There is a studio for musicians. There is what we call urban gardening or urban farm, for vegetables with chicken.
Dakle, osim toga, važno je da se tu miješaju, tako reći, generacije. Neke prostore koriste mladi, na primjer taj skate park. Osim toga imaju, dakle, i glazbeni studio namijenjen glazbenicima, ali imamo i gradsku farmu i gradske vrtove.
Okay. In the private building, you have also what we call incubator of a company, to help a company to develop themselves with coaching, training. So you have an incubator for women, specifically for women entrepreneurship. And you have a specific incubator for what we call sustainable activity. So it's for more responsible companies working on environment, or for people with difficulties, or with a special focus about social responsibility.
Znači, osim ovoga što smo naveli, u jednom dijelu zgrade je i gospodarski inkubator u kojem su dakle posebno namijenjeni neki programi, recimo samo za poduzetnice, zatim za kompanije koje se odgovorno odnose prema okolišu ili kompanije koje surađuju sa hendikepiranim osobama.
Yeah. I changed the figures last night, but I can see it didn't work. That's my not very expert with Prezi presentation, but we are more than 33 people. I told you now it's around 80 people working as a freelancers, and then you have around 40 companies. Then you have also a shop with food, and you have also a big restaurant. And that's very important to have a bar, coffee shop, restaurant in this kind of place. Because at the beginning we didn't have. Sometimes they had food trucks coming for eating or having a coffee, but it's very important to meet people, to have a place to eat, to drink something. That's a key element in this kind of place.
Dakle, ovi brojevi zapravo ne odgovaraju trenutnom stanju stvari. Nema, dakle, 33 samo zaposlena, nego gotovo oko 80, odnosno 80 malih, nazovimo ih, kompanija. Osim toga, u kompleksu postoji i trgovina za hranu, postoji i restoran i kafić, što gospodin Brosar kaže, misli da je jako važno na takvom mjestu, jer je susretanje i međusobna komunikacija vrlo važna u cijelom projektu.
One of the strategy of the owners is to do something, to create an event. It's most of the time quite popular at the moment in this place, and sometimes it's not completely legal. I mean, sometimes they don't have the authorization, like to have a stair, not a real stairs, very solid. Or, but if it works. Afterwards, the local authorities say, okay, it's popular, it's trendy, it works. It's very, how do we say that? You have lots of articles in the newspapers, blah, blah, blah. So that's a place quite popular at the moment. So, but then when it works, the municipalities say, okay, let's find a solution now with you, because it's finally a good idea.
Znači, ti privatni vlasnici nemaju ništa protiv toga da su neki od događaja, recimo to uvjetno ilegalni, znači nisu prijavljeni kao događaji, koji se događaju u gradskim vlastima ili, na primjer, postavljene kao što su ove stepenice koje ste vidjeli, nisu, dakle, 100% po svim pravilima tamo postavljene. Međutim, ako se pokaže da je taj događaj koji je organiziran bio dobar, da je donio dobru promociju cijelom tom kompleksu, onda uglavnom gradske vlasti pristaju na sve što se tamo događa.
It's what we call in French transgression positive, positive transgression. I don't know if it's understandable in English, but it's really to do something. It's a bit borderline, not too much. If it works, then it's a new way.
To je nešto što na francuskom i na engleskom zovu pozitivna transgresija, odnosno malo kad ste na rubu, ali radite stvari koje su pozitivne i koje pridonose napretku.
I've been working for 10 years as a freelancer, most of the time in a small room in my flat. Imagine now working in this place. When I see these pictures, it's like kind of cathedral, it's very nice architecture, nice light. And I think that's one of the added value of sharing a place with other people. You can have access to real space, it's very inspiring for working.
Dakle, ovakvi prostori nadahnjuju čovjeka na rad. Gospodin je 10 godina radio kao freelancer sam, u jednoj sobi. I što kaže da kad vidi ovu sliku, onda vidi da zapravo koliko je to predivan prostor i koliko je to pozitivno iskustvo dijeliti prostor sa drugim ljudima koji isto nešto rade.
So, as an individual freelancer, with my own company, I can invite people in this place for a training. That was a training or European project I developed in the past. So that's apart from having a desk with a computer, because you can work anywhere. With my desk is that, actually. I don't need a place, in a way. But I need maybe a social life at work, to have a coffee with someone, share ideas, and to have a kind of identity when you receive people, clients or trainees for training. It's very, I think, a big added value to have that.
Dakle, ovaj prostor dopušta gospodinu i svima koji su tamo da jednostavno zovu, kad pozovu svoje klijente i ljude koji za njih rade, jedan drugačiji pristup. Jer zapravo ured u današnje vrijeme, fizički ured nije toliko potreban, a rad u ovakvom prostoru svima dopušta taj neki socijalni kontakt i razmjenu ideja koju inače sam u uredu u principu nemaš.
So just some pictures. You have lots of, in this kind of place, it attracts a lot of web designer, lots of people working in the web, communication, events, architecture. But also you have a translator, you have a consultant. It's quite amazing the number of the diversity you can find. So that's people who have created T-shirts with Darwin.
Znači ovaj prostor privlači izniman broj i raznolik broj raznih zanimanja i ljudi koji rade, ne znam, na webu, na primjer, koji su dizajneri, ali isto tako i arhitekte.
In the skate park, we use this skate park actually for events as well, for conference like that. Could be inside what we call the kitchen there in the wood. So it's amazing because now the local authority, regional council, the city, or big companies, there was the train companies today in Darwin, there was 700, they use the place. That's important because they see it's a place, something is happening in this place when you are, because it's very creative around, so it's not the same if you are in a hotel or in a congress, this big conference room. And it's also important for the economical model, because you need to think about your economy in this kind of place. If you are as a private owner, it's not public money. It's most of the time for the public, for the audience, for the inhabitants. But you need to think how to maintain that. And if you rent a room like that, I don't know, it could be 5,000 euro a night. For a big company, it's not a problem. So that's a key element, I think.
Dakle, ovdje na slici vidimo skate park koji se osim za skejtanje, za mlade koristi i za mnoge druge stvari, između ostalog i za konferencije. I sada budući da je privatni vlasnik ove središnje zgrade o kojoj govorimo, dakle oni doživljavaju tu zgradu i kao pokretač svoje vlastite ekonomije i poslovanja, jer za nekakve veće kompanije oni mogu zapravo za večer iznajmljivanja baš tog skate parka dobiti i po 5.000 eura, a s druge strane i gradske vlasti održavaju svoje neke konferencije isto u tom prostoru, budući da su shvatili da sam taj prostor pridonosi drugačijem, ajde recimo, načinu i predstavljanja i poslovanja.
There is another aspect, is the recycling. It's very important in this place. We can have this old caravan and it was used for event, or you can have lots of recycled things in wood or And there are people very clever with that, with the do-it-yourself movement. You know, they create things. That's another aspect of this movement.
Dakle, još jedan aspekt cijelog tog prostora i ideje ovog kompleksa je recikliranje. Dakle, koriste se razne stvari koje su reciklirane i ljudi koji su dio do it yourself ili uradi sam pokreta koji zapravo recikliraju i rade nove stvari od starih.
So I told you there is a small farm. It's not a real farm, you know, it's very small, but it's nice. You know, you are on your working space. It's a big city, so at midday you can have lunch with your sandwich in the farm, at the middle of green vegetables.
Dakle, u tom kompleksu ima u sredini dakle i farma. Nije to sad prava farma, ali je ipak farma, odnosno gradski vrt. Gospodin kaže da je zapravo baš dobro kad tamo radite, pa ne znam, odete popodne na ručak, uzmete si sendvič i sjednete u sred posla u taj zeleni vrt.
There is also bees and, you know,
I pčele, evo pčelinjak isto.
But you know, it's like a laboratory of experiences. Everything is possible in a way in this place.
Kao da se radi o laboratoriju iskustva, zapravo taj prostor sve dopušta i u njemu je sve moguće.
3 years ago, in a campsite, they wanted to throw away old mobile home, 40 years mobile homes like that. And so in Darwin, people decided to bring them here. So there is like a village of what we call tetrodons. That's the name of this mobile home. So some people live now. People from working in Darwin, they live in this space for free, actually. And they are the one used for activities, for artist residencies sometimes.
Dakle, prije 3 godine jedan lokalni kamp je htio se riješiti ovih mobilnih kuća iz kampa, međutim, dakle, Darwin ekosustav je to uzeo i sad trenutno u nekim od tih kuća, dakle, besplatno ljudi žive ili ih koriste kao za atelje ili prostore za razne događaje.
It's by the river, so there is also an activity of sailing boat now. It's pretty hard because it's not an easy river to sail, but they make the link.
Kompleks se nalazi uz rijeku, pa normalno je, pošto je uz rijeku, da ima i nekakve aktivnosti vezane za čamce i brodove.
There is an activity about well-being, like yoga, meditation, this kind of activity in the place. It's quite good for people who have no time to practice that in the night because they have children or they work too hard. But during the day, at midday, there are a lot of people now using the place. But it's also open to the public, which is important. Like the restaurant is open to the public. To mix the...
Ok, ima jedan dio ili jedan aspekt ovog kompleksa, a to je onaj koji se brine za životnu dobrobit, ljudi koji tamo rade, ali i za ljude iz grada. Ono što je bitno zapravo da je to otvoreno za javnost. Te satove, što je gospodin rekao, dakle i joge i pilatesa i kazališne satove zapravo spadaju u taj dio dobrobiti ljudi, aktivnosti koje to potiču, pa mogu koristiti i ljudi koji su iz kompanija koji su unutar kompleksa, ali i svi iz grada.
Okay. So there is this big place, private place. We are a lot of people inside. What the people who were at the beginning thought it would be good to have an organization to decide what we want for this place. And so from the very beginning, an association, a non-for-profit organization, was created to manage the place. It's kind of a participatory governance. With different, so you have this entity called Les Darwiniens, the name of the association, Les Darwiniens, the users of the place. And then you have different committee to think about the place. So you have, sorry.
Budući da je puno korisnika ovog prostora, osnovana je udruga kako bi što bolje, to je neprofitna udruga koja upravlja ovim prostorom, koja ima svoje podgrupe, odnosno podgrupe koje se brinu za razne aspekte djelatnosti.
Yeah. So we have elections with a board of administrators, and then you have aid committee. So you have the ecological transition is one of the committee. I think.
Dakle, dakle imaju upravni odbor, imaju izbore koji se biraju se članovi upravni odbor i imamo 8 podgrupa, jedna od njih je ekološka tranzicija.
So you have a committee about economical cooperation, territory, events, how to organize the site, the place, well-being, communication and resources.
Znači, osim te ekološke tranzicije ima grupa koja se bavi ekonomskom kooperacijom, zatim teritorijalnom kooperacijom, zatim zajedničkim životom, odnosno suživotom, zatim dobrobiti, ono što smo pričali, onim aktivnostima joge i vježbanjima, komunikacije i resursi na kraju.
That sounds very interesting on the paper.
Znači na papiru to sve zvuči jako zanimljivo.
But it doesn't work actually.
Ali zapravo u stvarnosti ne funkcionira.
It worked, I think at the beginning it was interesting to people could meet about ecology or how to organize the economical cooperation, blah blah blah. But we realized what works actually, it's concrete project. Not committee.
Dakle, na početku je to i funkcioniralo, sve te podgrupe ili upravni odbori za različita ova pitanja, međutim, kroz iskustvo su shvatili da zapravo to sve lijepo je o nečem razgovarati, ali ono što zapravo funkcionira su projekti i rad na projektima.
At the beginning, the first year, the Committee of Wellbeing, they organized lots of events, creating a smoothie with fruit one morning for everybody. They create wine session to allow people to meet each other, breakfast, lots of activities. But now it's going without the committee. You know, they are all the activity organized and.
Dobro, znači na samom početku odbor koji se brinuo za dobrobit ljudi, korisnika, organizirao je, ne znam, svako jutro smutije za sve, pa posebno ispijanje vina, pa ručak ovakav, ručak onakav. Međutim, to je sad krenulo i to sad ljudi sami rade, a za to im više ne treba odbor.
Ecological transition, it's quite hard because you need to learn how to recycle, to save less energy. It's really a practical thing. So we organize sometimes a workshop about that, but not a committee anymore.
Dakle, i ovaj odbor za ekološku tranziciju koja je puno teža stvar jer se tu ipak mora naučiti nešto i o recikliranju i o tome kako koristiti što manje energije. Zapravo sada isto ne funkcionira kao nekakav odbor, nego to ljudi sami su naučili i sami rade.
Thanks to the territorial cooperation about territory, we applied for European projects to create this network between 5 places in Europe, 5 places a bit like Darwin. So that was good because we applied for a project, we were selected, and now we are in the project. So we developed this project. We are funds. We got 450,000 pounds, euros, which is quite a big project, but for 3 years, 5 partners. But so now it's a concrete project. So it
Dakle,
works.
i Odbor za teritorijalnu kooperaciju je napravio zapravo super stvar jer se uz pomoć njegovog rada su se aplicirali za europske projekte i ušli su u europske projekte i sad trenutno su dio projekta za koji su dobili 50.000 eura, ali opet gospodin naglašava da se tu radi onda kasnije o projektima. Dakle, odbori nešto pokrenu, a sve ostalo su konkretni projekti na kojima se radi.
And I think after three years, I realize it's not so easy to collaborate in a place. It's not because you are sharing a place you are going to collaborate. You can share a place and just share a place. That's it.
Dakle,
That's not obvious.
Da, u ove 3 godine gospodin je shvatio da zapravo nije tako lako surađivati. Iako vi sad radite na istom mjestu, to uopće ne mora značiti da će suradnja biti laka.
So that's a real job actually.
To je pravi posao.
And in some places in Europe you have co-working space and there is a kind of community manager, someone who is in charge of creating connection between the people, organizing events, meetings, because that's not so organic.
Dakle, suradnja među ljudima nije nešto što se organski podrazumijeva kad se ljudi nađu na istom mjestu i u Europi na drugim kompleksima sličnim zapravo ima neko zanimanje koje se zove communication manager, menadžer za komunikaciju među ljudima koji tamo rade.
So that's very important to think about that, how to create connection, how to see, my neighbor has skills which are very useful for my own business. How can I create a concrete collaboration with a project, you know? That's something very specific to this kind of place.
Dakle, za ovakvo mjesto je specifično upravo to razmišljanje o tome kako surađivati. Na primjer, kraj vas radi neko koji ima nekakvu vještinu koju vi mislite da bi mogli uklopiti u nekakav projekt zajednički i ono što je zapravo najteže je zapravo osmisliti tu suradnju.
Okay. So I have already talked about the different committees, so I don't want to spend too much time. Am I okay with the time? Yes. Okay, communication, blah, blah, blah. So today it doesn't work very well, but we can see there is cooperation. Not everybody, but we can see most of the people mixing together. And in meeting rooms, we can imagine they are working about something. I am personally involved in this European project, but also now, after nearly 3 years, I feel confident with some people to ask them if I have too much work, could you help me? Maybe I understand you can do that. We can be complementary on this mission, so we can answer to a call for proposal together, you know, this kind of thing.
Znači, suradnja ljudi koji su korisnici ovog prostora nije idealna, ali gospodin kaže da nakon 3 godine on sad ima neku grupu ljudi, odnosno ljude koji su tamo, koje može zamoliti kada mu treba, ne znam, da zajedno recimo sudjeluju u nekom projektu ili da zajedno osmisle neki projekt, budući da on radi uglavnom na europskim projektima i europskim fondovima. Znači nije ono idealno da će svi sad zajedno odmah surađivati, međutim nakon nekog vremena se stvori neka mreža ljudi.
And I think in this kind of place also it's very important when the things are coming from the bottom, you know, this approach from the ground, from the community itself. If you arrive with a big project thought by the municipality and we want to do that, something a bit formal and institutional, most of the time it's a bit dangerous. You might have nobody in your place or not enough. So it's important. And this poster show, I remember that was a co-worker near me. He decided to create an event that was at the beginning in November 2013. He didn't ask to anybody to do that. Just he's a artist, a web designer, and he create an event just to join, to meet together, to present your own activity. And that's this freedom. It's very nice to feel that. This energy of some people, you know.
Znači, ono što je bitno za ovakve prostore je da sve ideje dolaze odozdo, odnosno od same zajednice, a da ne bude da je nekakva ideja nametnuta od recimo gradskih vlasti. U tom smislu gospodin Brossard kaže da bi to bilo opasno, jer ljudi ne bi sudjelovali. Evo, ovo što nam je pokazao je zapravo plakat u kojem je jedan od korisnika tog poslovnog prostora ili ureda u kompleksu je zapravo organizirao event tek toliko da bi se upoznao sa ljudima koji tamo rade, koji su oko njega.
I was a bit laughing because there was a picture of soccer, of football, but it takes part of the place as well. They are around a place to play a Basque sport called Pala. You have a football ground. You have a ping pong, you know. It takes part of the place as well to have good moments for the well-being. Since I am there, I think I earn less money than before, actually, but I feel better.
Dakle, u tom kompleksu se osim što možete iznajmiti prostor za rad i raditi, možete baviti sportom u onom trenu kad vama to najviše odgovara, pa ima i nogometno igralište, imaju stolovi za ping pong. I gospodin Brossard kaže da od kad posluje od tamo zapravo je zaradio manje novca, ali se osjeća puno bolje.
I think I've nearly finished. I have some more pictures. I have lots of pictures, of course. So in the plane, I was thinking, shall I show this picture or not? Maybe it's too much. Maybe it's you are fed up with to see Darwin, but it's quite amazing the diversity of activity. Sometimes I'm a bit sad because I have to go for my work during 1 week in another place, and I know I'm going to miss some events in this place. Because there are lots of events, and it's changing all the time because it's renovating. There are graffiti everywhere, so it's quite an amazing place for me.
Gospodin je na putu ovamo razmišljao hoće li nam sve slike pokazati kojih ima, naravno puno. I ono što on kaže je upravo da je najveće bogatstvo ovog prostora i raznolikost aktivnosti. To je ono što mu nedostaje kad mora otići od tamo. Zapravo je tužan što odlazi. Naime, prostor se konstantno mijenja. Budući da se neki dijelovi obnavljaju, nastaju novi grafiti i ništa zapravo nije isto. Ima ta neka fluktuacija i prostora kao što postoji fluktuacija ideja.
Yeah, that's it.
To je to.
And you have in your city, in Sisak, someone I like a lot called Olivier Crouzel, who is now in Darwin as an artist in residency. He's in this kind of place, but with a roof, not this one, and he's making a video, and his specialty is making video on the walls. You know, he could put some trees on a factory, or so he's in your city to see what you have as a heritage, industrial heritage. Maybe to think about events, and maybe you will do something in the streets. You will see later. I don't know.
Dakle, ispričavam se, gospodin nam je došao i gospodin Olivier, koji je inače rezidentni umjetnik u Darwin ekosustavu, a on se bavi zapravo video laserskim projekcijama koje možete vidjeti kasnije, kao što je gospodin Čakširan vas i pozvao, i zapravo je došao istražiti prostor u Sisku da vidi što sve tu ima.
Okay, and just yes, I put this picture because with this place, it creates also opportunities to go to see other places. So we have a connection with Bilbao in the Basque Country in Spain, and yes, it's a good way to think about our own way of working as well. It's not just a place, it's also, okay, we are talking about co-working. What is co-working? Actually, it's maybe collaborating, another way of collaborate in the place, sharing economy. What is ecological transition, exactly? What is participatory governance? You know, so through this kind of projects, it's a good way of thinking about our own way of working.
Znači ovakav rad i ovakve kompleksi i projekti daje ova mogućnost putovanja i povezivanja sa drugim mjestima. Dakle, ovo mjesto, ovaj klaster u Bordeauxu ima dobre veze sa Bilbaom i oni često putuju jedni drugima i izmjenjuju ideje i upravo je to ono što je najvažnije u svemu, gdje mogu onda promišljati što je zapravo ekološka tranzicija, što su te ideje na kojima oni rade.
And that's it.
I to je to.
Voilà.
Evo, zahvalio bi se gospodinu Jean-Pierreu. Mislim, neprocjenjivo je čuti iskustva drugih ljudi, znači na određenim projektima. Znači, sama ideja toga ekosustava ili projekta Darwin nije idealna. Znači, vidjeli ste i sami, čuli ste da ima i problema, ali ono što je najbitnije da se na tom prostoru susreću, miješaju ideje. To je ono zapravo što je najbitnije. Znači, iz toga proizlazi kreativnost, ideje, rezultati. Iako nije sve bajno i sjajno, ipak se pronađu određene situacije koje dovode do pozitivnih rezultata. To je recimo ono što Sisku treba. Znači, u Sisku trebaju nove ideje, treba taj nekakav kreativni izričaj, a u Sisku zaista ima hrpa prostora, recimo, koji se mogu usporediti sa ovom jednom vojarnom i koja je ogromna. Jel? Sisak ima, ne znam, prostore željezare, dakle samih pogona koji su u principu prazni, iako su u privatnom vlasništvu. Pa Sisak ima riječnu luku sa svojim skladištima koji su također prazni, neiskorišteni. Zapravo možemo samo zamisliti kako bi to izgledalo kada bi se jedna ovakva ideja implementirala u Sisak. Jel? Znači, ideja koja okuplja kreativne ljude, ali ne samo obične kreativce, umjetnike, nego one ljude dakle, koji te kreativne ideje mogu iskoristiti u razvoj našega grada. Jel? Zato kažem, kada sam čuo za ovaj projekt i kada je Jean-Pierre bio u Sisku, to je bilo negdje 5. mjesec ove godine, s njim se odmah dogovorio jedno ovako predavanje koje bi Sišćanima prezentiralo zapravo sve mogućnosti u ovom slučaju industrijske baštine ovdje kod nas. Žao mi je što nema više ljudi koji slušaju ovo predavanje, mislio sam da će barem doći neke osobe ili iz grada, županije, imamo razvojnih agencija, ne znam koga ili čega, ali naravno mislim to valjda nikoga nije ni briga. Jel? Da oni to znaju, normalno, vidi se tu kod nas, tako da. Ne znam, da ja ne duljem, čuli ste sve, ne znam je li ima kakvo pitanje, Lada će prevesti za one koji žele nešto pitati. Bode, evo, ajde, evo ti mikrofon.
Ja moram priznati da je mene šokiralo prvo u uvodu činjenica da je taj vojni objekt u privatnom vlasništvu u Bordeauxu. Kod nas je rat završio prije 20 godina, Hrvatska je prepuna vojarni i vojnih objekata, ali država se teško odriče vlasništva nad tim objektima i u korist lokalnih zajednica, gradova i općina, a pogotovo je nezamislivo da to bude u rukama privatnih vlasnika. Kao da takvi objekti još uvijek čekaju onu svoju prvotnu namjenu, kao da još uvijek čekamo vojske u njima i neke nove ratove. To je velika razlika između zemalja kao što je Francuska i Hrvatska.
Mr. Arnautovic said that he was shocked at first to hear that these military barracks were privately owned. Because in Croatia it's all military barracks and everything that's military is actually state-owned. And he concluded that this was shocking for him, and he doesn't know actually, I'm not sure what the question was, but I think that it was, how come that in France you can, a private person or a company can own a military base?
I'm not a specialist of the issue, but what I can say is it's changing in Croatia. Because I was in Pula at the beginning of July, and I heard there is a big project on the peninsula in museum. It's called museum. Yeah. It's quite famous, I think. Big museum. Museum. It's a big military barracks, and it's going to be sold to a private owner for a touristic place in golf.
Dakle, gospodin misli da se i u Hrvatskoj mijenjaju stvari, budući da je u 7. mjesecu bio u Puli, pa je vidio da se na poluotoku, Pulskom muzeju, prodaju zapravo te vojne baze. Ali ima i Rojc.
And I think it's a big challenge for you in Croatia, by the way, because you have lots of military barracks.
Dakle, to je veliki izazov.
Yes, but it can change, and there will be in Pula in April a big event, European event about that, how to use those empty buildings. That's a big reflection, not only in Croatia, it's in all Europe, but in some place like in Holland, they have a lot of experience of that, or in industrial place in the harbor. But that's a good issue, I think, actually. And that was the case with, it's not military, but in Gradale, in Zagreb. This amazing place for me. I love this place in Zagreb. It was train station or something. Gradale, sorry for my accent.
No, it's okay.
Gradale. And I heard it will be maybe a shopping center finally or something like that, which is a pity because it's a real heritage. It's nice. It could be. If it's private for the good reason, it's okay, I think. It could be private, but if it's private for doing housing or shopping center, what's the point?
Dakle, nije samo izazov baratanje, tako reći, sa tim zgradama Hrvatskoj, nego ima primjera i u Nizozemskoj i u Francuskoj, ali gospodin kaže da se i kod nas to mijenja, budući ima taj primjer Pule i u Puli se održao sastanak, dakle, konferencija o prenamjeni vojnih objekata, a i evo u Zagrebu je posjetio Gredelj koji bi se trebao prenamijeniti u shopping centar, što gospodin kaže da je to zapravo šteta. Jednostavno je šteta. Takvu jednu zgradu koja je industrijska baština zapravo pretvoriti u to.